Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Second episode of the day. I'm doing this back-to-back videos a lot, so I want to finish up all the pending fragrances. Okay, I have my bottles here from my friends who are kind enough to lend me their bottles. So I have now in this episode women's perfume. As you can see from title, is from House of Marc Jacobs, and I just recently did a few hours back Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream. That is a fantastic fragrance. Marc Jacobs makes some beautiful fragrances, little bit more pricey, but you definitely get value for money because they have excellent presentation and excellent longevity for the juice. So this one is a flanker sort of that a fragrance that I reviewed long time ago. The fragrance was Marc Jacobs Decadence, and this is Decadence, Divine Decadence. I have a 10 ml sampler with a roller here, and this is sort of like a travel. You can not call atomizer. It doesn't have atomizer. It has a travel Laura. It's like a roller ball sort of a presentation. I'm going to show you the bottle. I don't have the full presentation. I'll put a picture. So this perfume, it's a very divine sort of a perfume. I believe they have done enough variation, so this one can be called a good flanker. It's not just redundant purchase. Okay, so I've been trying this for some time. This is 10 ml. I believe this is a part of a set or something that you buy a set that you get with the full bottle. You get a travel atomizer. So this is what that looks like. The juice color is like this, brownish, very classy sort of a golden color, and it says Marc Jacobs Decadence, Divine Decadence. Okay, and here's the cap of which you roll out, and then there is the roller ball. So I have something on my hand, just reviewed something, so let me put some of it on my hand and I'll talk about it. I tried it before buying it, so I really like it. That's why I got it, and it's gonna go as a gift. So I'm just gonna try it, and then after the review's done, I'm gonna pass it as a gift to someone. So this fragrance, if you see the original bottle, it's a purse. Basically, it's a purse with a green bottle with a nice cap of snake skin or something. Comes with gorgeous little chain as well, golden chain. So this one, I think, is it has a little bit like a lesser green. Half of it is kind of like a you can say grayish or whitish sort of a bottle with the green. So I guess they're trying to do something different, more floral and less exotic. This original one is very exotic. How is this one? I'll tell you. So first time when I smelled it, it definitely reminded me of Decadence. This perfume will cost you about $75 for 100 ml. Big bottle as far as I remember, 100 ml. And the perfume, it's actually relatively newer. I think it's 2017 release. I could be wrong about that. But the perfume smells really nice. The interesting part when I looked at Fragrantica, they said it's a champagne accord in the opening. And I was like, wow, champagne accord is pretty nice. I heard one of the Sean John fragrances, they have a champagne accord in one of their fragrances. So champagne sort of gives a fizzy, bubbly kind of a feel to fragrance. Like I think J'adore has it. I could be wrong again, but one of the J'adore flankers perhaps. But the champagne accord sort of is a fantasy note. Okay, that doesn't really exist. They do not mix champagne in the perfume, but they use some sort of maybe amber or something to give it that champagne sort of sparkly feel. So this one I definitely smell it. Very sweet and much less aggressive or green compared to Decadence. Decadence is a perfume. It's a very daring, very bold, and very strong women. I love that perfume. Men can wear that perfume easily. This, however, is a little bit more girly. This one has the champagne accord. It gives you sort of like a bergamot, sort of citrusy, and let me see. There, I remember, as far as I remember, there was some florals at heart, and at the base, it gets a little bit like gourmandish, and I believe there is amber. Let me check, because it's hard to remember all the notes in one perfume. But yeah, they have the champagne, saffron, vanilla, amber, and then some of the florals in there. I think there is orange blossom, and wait, what's the other one? There's some few florals. Okay, wait, and gardenia and stuff like that. So there is like floral heart. It's heavy with the floral, and the base is gonna be more ambery and vanilla. So basically, this is a very strong perfume. It's gonna be really long lasting. From this small roller ball, I can get easily up to 5 hours just for little application, like this much or so. So you can tell full on spray is gonna last you much longer. So watch out your trigger. This perfume is for ladies who are going out, nighttime parties, but not clubbing. It's more like a poolside party or a nighttime party with like rich people. It smells very rich and does have that kind of exotic feel. It does have that still exotic feel from Decadence, which I said it doesn't have, but it still has some. So imagine you were wearing a green dress, like if you remember one of the characters from X-Men, I think she was, I think, Poison Ivy or someone, I don't remember. She was wearing the green dress, and I would imagine she would be wearing a perfume like this because kind of like a sleek woman, very stylish. She's not easy to talk to. You really have to be charismatic to talk to her. She's very smart, and perhaps one of the characters from Sin City, Girl Power. This smells like very powerful perfume. This definitely got some characters and a personality to it. It's not just a hi, you know, I'm like those bubbly girls. This one definitely is a very more confident woman. So I would still say this is 30 plus, but young women can definitely try it for formal occasion and parties. Uh, Divine Decadence definitely smells divine to me, but that saffron pops up after that champagne just fades. The saffron kind of like gives a spicy edge to it. So it's a very spicy opening with the fizzy champagne accord, which goes away afterwards, and then the floral, amber, and then vanilla will take over. So basically, those are the major players of this perfume. But those do not tell you a story. This fragrance definitely is gorgeous. It has great projection, great longevity. So it's a strong little perfume here. Perhaps if you want little bit less daring than what original Decadence is, this is gonna be it. It's gonna last the same time, I believe, with the Decadence, which has monstrous 8 hours performance at least. This one, however, men will find a little bit difficulty wearing it if it kind of smells like Middle Eastern sometimes, also because Middle Eastern fragrances they use a lot of saffron utilized. Definitely has that saffron. Well, men can wear it, but it will lean more towards feminine uh, on the dry down because of those florals. So definitely, I highly recommend you check it out. It smells different enough from everything else in the market, from Dior, the other girly fragrances. It got a little bit more personality. So very strong perfume, good lasting power. I will give this overall. This fragrance is gonna get a score of 9 out of 10. Decadence, I believe, got a 10 from me. This is getting a 9 because it is kind of weird. Not in a bad way, I'm trying to say, but the fragrance still smells like something a Thierry Mugler would provide. Okay, so you love it or hate it. So the saffron could be a little bit tricky, but definitely worthy of checking out because the presentation is going to be really beautiful and fancy. You pay for half for the presentation, half for the juice. So it will come in 3 different parts: the chain, the cap, and I believe the bottle itself. Very beautiful big box they will give. So Marc Jacob Decadence, Divine Decadence, check it out. I'm giving it 9 out of 10. Very beautiful perfume, but definitely not for everybody. So that's all for now, and check out my other reviews as well. Women's perfume, I did a lot of women's perfume in the recent times, and hopefully it will be useful to you. That's all for now. I'll sign out for today. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.